राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for your kind association. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Let us get started with our Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. जन्मादस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोजितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्योरिद्यवरुद्धतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतम् पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः सवै पुंसां परो धर्मो यतो भक्तिरधोक्षजे अहैतुक्यप्रतिहताय यात्मा सुप्रसीदति वदन्ति तत्तत्त्वविदस्तत्त्वं यज्ञानमद्वयं ब्रह्मेति परमात्मेति भगवानिति शब्दते अतः पुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमविभागशः स्वनुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम् एते चां शकलाः पुंसः कृष्णस्तु भगवान् स्वयम् इन्द्रारिव्याकुलं लोकं मृडयन्ति युगे युगे तद्वाग्विसर्गो जनताघविप्लवो यस्मिन् प्रतिश्लोकमभद्दवत् अपि नामानन्तस्य शोङ्कितानि यत् शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति गृह्णन्ति साधवः यस्यां वै श्रूयमाणायां कृष्णे परमपुरुषे भक्तिरुत्पद्यते पुंसः शोकमोहभयापहा आत्मा रामाश्च मुनयो निर्ग्रन्था पुरुक्रमे कुर्वन्तः तु किं भक्तिम् इत्थं भूतगुणो हरिः त्वयि मे अनन्यविषया मतिर्मधुपते असकृत् रतिम् उद्वहता दद्धा गङ्गेवौघम् उदन्वति उद्दाम भावपिशुनामलवल्गुहास व्रीडावलोकनिहतो मदनोऽपि यासां सम्मुह्य चापमजहात् प्रमदोत्तमास्ता यस्येन्द्रियं विमथितुं कुहकैर्न शेकुः भवद्विधा भागवतास्तीर्थभूता स्वयं विभो तीर्थीकुर्वन्ति तीर्थानि स्वान्तहस्तेन गदाभृता तुलयामलवेनापि न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भगवत्सङ्गसङ्गस्य मर्त्यानां किमुताशिषः तिरस्कृता विप्रलब्धा शप्तः क्षिप्ता हतापि नास्य तत्प्रतिकुर्वन्ति तद्भक्ताः प्रभवोऽपि पुनश्च भूयात् भगवदनन्ते रतिप्रसङ्गस्य तदाश्रयेषु महत्सु यामुपयामि सृष्टिं मैत्रस्तु सर्वत्र नमो द्विजेभ्यः एतावान् सांख्ययोगाभ्यां स्वधर्म परिनिष्ठया जन्मलाभ परपुंसामन्ते नारायण स्मृतिः अकाम सर्वकामो वा मोक्षकाम उदारधी तीव्रेण भक्ति योगेन यजेत पुरुषं परम् अहमेवासमेवाग्रे नान्यद्यत्सत् असत्परं पश्चादहं यदेतच्च यो वशिष्येत सोऽस्म्यहम् तृतीयर्थं यत् प्रतीयेत न प्रतीयेत चात्मनि तद्विद्यादात्मनो मायां यथा भासो यथा तमः यथा महान्ति भूतानि भूतेषु चावशेष अनु प्रविष्टान्यप्रविष्टानि तथा तेषु न तेषहम् एतावदेव जिज्ञास्यं तत्त्वजिज्ञासुनात्मनः अन्वयव्यतिरेकाभ्यां यत् स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा अत्र सर्गो विसर्गश्च स्थानं पोषणम् ऊतयः मन्वन्तरेषानुकथा निरोधो मुक्तिराश्रयः हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Let's begin our study of Bhakti Vaibhava. And today we are going to complete second canto, chapter number 9. We will finish it today. Let me share my screen. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we are studying Canto 2, chapter 9, entitled Answers by Citing the Lord's Version. And today we have to start from verse number 40, I believe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes. So we have to start from verse number 40. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are reading how Maharaj Parikshit asked question to Sri Shukdev Goswami about material energy, material world, creation, maintenance, destruction, the different incarnations of the Lord. And Sri Shukdev Goswami said a similar question was asked by Shripad Narad Muni to Lord Brahmaji, and I will tell you the history. And now Sri Shukdev Goswami is describing the history to Parikshit Maharaj, how Brahmaji appeared from Sri Garbhodakshai Vishnu and was completely bewildered, performed Bhakti Yoga and Tapasya, had Sakshat Darshan of Lord Vishnu, and asked questions to Lord Vishnu. 4 verses were spoken by Lord Vishnu in response to the answers, and all the knowledge was given in the heart of Brahmaji. Let's see what happens. Text 40. Prajapatir dharmapatir ekada niyaman yaman bhadram prajanam anvicchan atishtat swartha kamyaya. Translations and purports by our beloved founder Acharya. Nitya Lila Pravishtha Om Vishnupad Shri Srimad Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. Translation. Thus, once upon a time, the forefather Prajapati, forefather of the living entities and the father of religiousness, that is Lord Brahma, he is Prajapati and he is Dharmapati also, father of religiosity. Lord Brahma situated himself in acts of regulative principles, niyam and yam, rules and regulations, self-control. Niyam means rule and yam means self-control. So Lord Brahmaji situated himself in acts of regulative principles. For what? Swa-artha kamyaya, desiring self-interest for the welfare of all living entities. Prajanam. He was desiring anvicchan bhadram, welfare. He wanted bhadra,
welfare for everyone. That was his desire. And therefore, he engaged himself in acts of control, rules, regulations for our benefit. Purport. One cannot be situated in an exalted position without having undertaken a regulative life of rules and regulations. Any exalted position we want to take, we want to become a Bhakti Vriksha leader, we want to become a preacher, we want to lead Kirtan, we want to organize a program, we want to become a temple president, we want to counsel devotees, guide devotees, any leadership role we want to take. We must have undergone regulative life of rules and regulations. You take any Acharya, for example, think of your own Guru Maharaj. All of you, close your eyes and think of your own Guru Maharaj. Did Shri Guru just appear from Golok Vrindavan and became Guru, Diksha Guru? No. If we analyze the life of our Guru Maharaj, our Gurudev, we can see how our Gurudev has given up a comfortable, luxurious material life. Yes or no? All of you close your eyes and think of your Guru Maharaj. Think of your Gurudev. Whether your Gurudev is a sannyasi, grihastha, think how Shri Guru has given up comfortable life. How Shri Guru has given up luxurious life. How Shri Gurudev has lived a life of rules and regulations and self-control. Yes or no? Yam niyam. Their eating, their clothes, their lifestyle, everything. It is very regulated. They have done bhajan for years. They have done service to Srila Prabhupada for years. And they were not in the limelight for years when they were living a life of yam niyam, rules, regulations, and self-control. They were not in the limelight. Later on, they came in limelight. So the point is, if we want to become Bhakti Vriksha leader, we want to become a preacher, we want to counsel devotees, we want to guide devotees, we have to go through a life of rules and regulations. Are we chanting good quality at least 16 rounds every day? Good quality. Are we following the 4 regulative principles? Are we sincerely reading Srila Prabhupada's books? Are we hearing Srila Prabhupada? Are we hearing our Gurujan, Guru Varga? Are we doing anything that is unfavorable to Krishna consciousness? We have to evaluate ourselves based on these criteria. Prabhupada says one cannot be situated in an exalted position without having undertaken a regulative, a controlled life. Adanta gobhir vishitamta mishra punah punascharvita charananam. No, not like that. Not adanta gobhir. Yam means senses have to be controlled. A regulative life of rules and regulations one has to go through. Srila Prabhupada further says, an unrestricted life of sense gratification is animal life. Animals don't have to follow rules and regulations and self-control. They get a sexual urge, they want to find a partner for mating. They cannot control. They are just driven by their senses. They are hungry, they have to eat. They will not think, oh, it's Mokshada Ekadashi. No, that's not for the animals. So a human being who does not observe Ekadashi, a human being who does not observe Shastra Vidhi, is living an animal life because he is unrestricted. He is not controlled. One may think that all these rules and regulations bind us, make us slave, slow us down in life. No, they actually allow us to live a safe life and they actually help us go far ahead at a higher speed. Please consider this example, all of you, dear friends. Consider this example. There is a car. The car has an accelerator and the car has a brake. Both are there. There is an accelerator and there is a brake. What is the purpose of the brake, Vamshivardhan Prabhu?
To make sure that if there is any danger, we are able to stop.
Correct. So the brakes slow the car down and bring them to a complete stop. If I were to tell you that brakes help the car go fast, would you agree or would you disagree?
I would disagree.
Think again. I am saying brakes enable the car to go fast. Agree or disagree?
Disagree, Prabhu.
If your car did not, your RAV4 Toyota did not have brakes, will you be able to drive fast?
Yes, but yes. Yes.
If
But-
your RAV4 did not have brakes, will you dare to drive fast?
I will not dare to, but the car will go fast.
But you are driving the car. Will you?
I wouldn't.
So tomorrow you find there are no brakes in your car. You have to go to the office. Can you drive on the highway at 65, 70 miles an hour?
Okay.
So you are able to go 65, 70 miles an hour because you have brakes. The brakes enable the car to go fast. Agree or not?
That's true.
Brakes are the rules and regulations of life. They seem to be brakes. Hey, don't do this. Hey, don't eat this. Hey, don't sleep late. Means wake up in the morning early. Take bath 2 times a day. This seems like too much. Do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. Too many restrictions. But it is these rules and regulations that help us go ahead in life. Just like the brakes. They keep us safe. They keep us safe. If we didn't have these brakes of yam niyam in our life, rules and regulations and self-control, we will not be able to go far in spiritual life. There will be accident. What happens when you don't have brakes and you drive?
Accident.
Accident. So these rules and regulations, yam niyam, are meant to keep us safe, meant to enable us to go far. Agree?
Yes.
That's what Prabhupada is saying. Unrestricted life of sense gratification is animal life. Human life will not start. The car will not go anywhere. Even you cannot drive the car outside your subdivision if you don't have brakes. You need brakes to go fast. Unrestricted life of sense gratification is animal life. And Lord Brahma, in order to teach all of us, he is Acharya, he teaches by example. Within the jurisdiction of his generations, taught the same principles of yam niyam, sense control for executing higher duties. What higher duties we want to execute? If we want to preach, if we want to give Krishna consciousness to others, facilitate Krishna consciousness for others, if we want to serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada, if we want to serve in the mission of Sri Guru, that is a higher duty. To execute that higher duty, we must have sense control. The pure devotees of Lord Krishna, like Lord Brahma, and persons in the chain of disciplic succession, do not do anything to instruct their subordinates without themselves acting accordingly. Unless they are practicing what they are preaching, they don't preach. We should not instruct others. We should not accept anyone as subordinate and instruct them to do something that we are ourselves not doing. If we are ourselves not waking up in the morning and chanting our 16 rounds attentively, we do not have the right to tell others to do so. If we are not studying Srila Prabhupada's books, we don't have a right to instruct others to read Srila Prabhupada's books, because it is hypocritical. And hypocrite means someone affected by Kali Yuga, because the hallmark of Kali Yuga is quarrel and hypocrisy. So we cannot be kapati, we cannot be hypocrites and tell others instruct others. So the word used is very important, instruct. It doesn't mean that if we are not following something, we cannot glorify. For example, someone may be very fallen, like me, very fallen, filled with anarthas, overcome by temptations of anarthas, uncontrolled senses. But one may still say the path of Krishna consciousness is very good. The path of bhakti is very good. We can glorify. We cannot instruct, and we cannot accept anyone as subordinate unless we have walked that path that we are showing them. I hope this distinction is clear. Text 41. So what happens if we instruct and we are not following? First of all, it is hypocritical, so it's not proper to do that. It is just unethical to do that. And secondly, our words will not have potency. Our words will not carry the potency if we are not practicing ourselves. When someone is practicing and they give instructions, then those words carry power, potency. Prabhupada said purity is the force. So text 41. Tam narada priyatamo riktha danam anuvratah shushrushamana shilena prashrayena damena cha. Shri Narada Muni, the most dear of the inheritors, sons of Lord Brahma, always ready to serve his father, strictly follows the instructions of his father by his mannerly behavior, meekness, and sense control. Shilena, good behavior, shil. Prashrayena, by being meek, and damena, by controlling one's senses. He is anuvrata, very obedient, and therefore his priyatama is very dear to his father, Lord Brahma. Shri Shukdev Goswami is telling Maharaj Parikshit that Narad Muni is the dearmost son of Brahmaji because he is obedient, he is shushrushamanaha, shushrush, to always ready to serve. Shilena, he has good behavior, and prashrayena, he is meek, humble, and damena, his senses are controlled. These are the ideal qualities of a disciple. A disciple becomes dear to Shri Guru, and if one becomes dear to Shri Guru, one automatically becomes dear to Krishna. How can we become dear to Shri Guru, Shri Krishna? By being obedient. Anurata. Very easy to say, Jai Gurudev, Jai Prabhupada. Very easy to say like that. But we should live the life of Jai Prabhupada. We should live the life of bringing all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Very easy to say all glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Gurudev. But we should live a life that brings glory to them. And that we can do by being obedient to their instructions. Anuvrataha. Obedient. Shushrushamanaha. We should be ready to serve Shri Guru. Shilena, we should have good behavior. Prabhupada said, you can know my disciples because they will be first-class ladies and first-class gentlemen, the disciples. That's how you can recognize a devotee, Prabhupada said. And humble and controlled senses, not uncontrolled senses, controlled senses. That makes us dear to Shri Guru. Text 42. Mayam vividishan Vishnor Mayeshasya Mahamunihi Mahabhagavato Rajan Pitaram Paryatoshayat. Shri Narad Muni Paryatoshayat, very much pleased his father and desired to know all about the different energies of Lord Vishnu. Maya Ishasya. He wanted to know. Vividishan, he wanted to know Mayam, the different energies of Mahesh. Krishna is Mahesh. He is the master. Lord Vishnu is the master of all the energies. He wanted to know why. For Narad was the greatest of all sages. He was Mahamuni and the greatest of all devotees. Mahabhagavata. Shripad Narad Muni is Mahabhagavat. Shri Shukdev Goswami is telling Rajan Parikshit. O Parikshit Maharaj, Shripad Narad Muni is the dearmost son of Lord Brahma. He is very obedient, always eager to serve. His senses are controlled. He has good behavior, Shilena, and he very much pleased his father, became very dear to his father, and then he had a desire for spiritual knowledge. He wanted to know about the different energies of Vishnu, who is Mahesh, Lord of all the different energies. Narad Muni is asking, who is Mahamuni? He is a great sadhu, great sage, living a life of renunciation, and at the same time he is Mahabhagavat. He is a first-class devotee of Krishna. And he's asking this question to his father and guru, Lord Brahma. Narad Muni is asking Brahmaji. Purport. Lord Brahma, being the creator of all living entities in the universe, is originally the father of several well-known sons like Daksha Prajapati, the Chatushanas, the 4 Kumaras, and Sri Narad Muni. In 3 departments of human knowledge disseminated by the Vedas, namely fruitive work, Karma Kand, transcendental knowledge, Jnana Kand, and devotional service, Upasana Kand, Devarshi Narad Muni inherited from his father Upasana Kand, devotional service, whereas Prajapati Daksha inherited Karma Kand, fruitive activity. And the 4 Kumaras, Sanak, Sanatan Kumar, etc., they inherited from their father information about Jnana Kand, or transcendental knowledge. So everybody gets Daya Bhak. Everybody gets the rightful inheritance. And Sri Narad Muni got Bhakti, Daksha got Karma Kand, and the Chatush Kumars, they got Jnana Kand. But out of them all, Sri Narad Muni is described here as Priyatama, the most beloved son of Lord Brahma, because of Shilena, good behavior, Anuvrata, obedience, meekness, and readiness to serve, Shushrushaya, ready to serve the father. How may I serve you? And Sri Narad Muni is famous as the greatest of all sages because of his being Mahabhagavat, the greatest of all devotees. Sri Narad Muni is the spiritual master of many famous devotees of Lord Krishna. He is the spiritual master of Sri Prahlad Maharaj. He is the spiritual master of Sri Dhruv Maharaj. And he is the spiritual master of Sri Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasdev. And he is also at the same time the spiritual master of the hunter in the forest, like Valmiki or Mrigari. The devotees are always anxious to know more and more about the Supreme Lord. Atato Krishna Jigyasa. Tato Brahma Jigyasa. Krishna is Brahma. We should have curiosity about Krishna. Sri Narad Muni is asking questions about Krishna. He's not asking, tell me something mundane. No, he's asking about Krishna. As confirmed in Sri Bhagavad Gita 10.9, Macchitta madgata prana bodhayantaha parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. This is what devotees do when they interact. They come together and they ask about Krishna and they tell each other about Krishna. And in this way, they derive transcendental pleasure from Krishna Katha, Krishna Varta. So Sri Narad Muni is asking Brahmaji questions pertaining to Krishna consciousness. Text 43. Tushtam nishamya pitaram lokanam prapitamaha devarshihi paripa pracha bhavanyan manuprichati. The great sage Sri Narad Muni also inquired in detail from his father Brahmaji, the great grandfather of all the universe, Prapitamaha, after seeing him well satisfied. Seeing that Tushtam, seeing that Brahmaji, my father, my guru, is in a good mood, he's satisfied, he's pleased. At that time, Anuprichati. He inquired from his father. This is important. We should know when to ask the question. I remember during Sadhu Sangha a few years ago, this was before the pandemic, I think it was 2018 or 2018, I believe, yeah. During the Sadhu Sangha in North Carolina, Boone, one of our Guru Maharaj, I will not name, was sitting in a kirtan, peacefully hearing kirtan, singing kirtan, was sitting where all the Prabhupada disciples sit in the front row. And kirtan is going on. It was the beginning of that kirtan, so it was slow. Usually kirtan picks up pace. So it was the beginning, so it was slow kirtan going on. And this devotee walks up to his Gurudev. I don't know whether it was his Gurudev, but Gurujan, and actually asks, Maharaj, can I ask you a question? That is very inappropriate. Maharaj is in a kirtan. He's participating in a kirtan. You don't have an appointment with Guru Maharaj. You have not asked, may I speak to you? You just barge into their space, sit at their feet, kneel down, and Maharaj is sitting on a chair and you're asking, Maharaj, I have some question. Can I ask you a question? Maharaj said, doing kirtan now. Like that. So one has to have basic sense of when to ask a question to one's Guru. The opportunity, the time should be favorable. And here we see how Narad Muni made sure Brahmaji was satisfied with him and it was a good opportunity, and only then he asked a question. Purport. The process of understanding spiritual or transcendental knowledge from the realized person is not exactly like asking an ordinary question from the schoolmaster. Look at Prabhupada's statement. It's not like Gurudev is just a spiritual professor and you just text him, email him, or just walk up to him and walk into his chamber and just sit down and ask a question. In the professional world where we have a student-teacher relationship, we pay the tuition and we expect that the professor who is drawing salary from the tuition that we pay, the college fees that we pay, they better answer our question. They better guide us. They better be there for us. That's a very mundane relationship and a very mundane transaction. The relationship of a spiritual master and disciple is not exactly like that at all. Chakshudan dilojai janme prabhu se. The spiritual master is actually what the name says, spiritual master. He's a master, which means we are servant. And the servant always has one mood, tat sukh bhavana, that I want you to be happy, Gurudev. Samsiddhir hari toshanam, guru toshanam. And here the word used in the verse is that seeing tushtam, Gurudev Brahmaji was tushtam, he was satisfied, and that's when he asked the question. Even in Sri Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena. Before pariprashna, there is pranipat. Pranipat means complete sharanagati, surrender. First we surrender. Then we have the right to ask questions. If we are not surrendered, we will not follow the answer that is given to us. Then why ask if we are not going to follow? Therefore, only a surrendered devotee has the right to ask questions. One who genuinely wants to receive instructions so that those instructions can be implemented in one's life, that person can ask questions. If you don't want to follow, don't ask. Tad vidhi pranipat. That is the vidhi. First pranipat, then pariprashna. And then following the answers that we get in response to our prashna, that becomes seva. Sevaya. Pariprashnena sevaya. Now act on what was told to you. That is seva. Then the Tattvadarshi Guru will be able to show you the spiritual world. So it's not a mundane relationship. People, devotees sometimes get angry. Hey, Guru Maharaj didn't look at me. Guru Maharaj didn't give any time. He's giving time to certain types of people and not giving time to certain types of people. Gurudev is partial. Why is Gurudev is not your servant? You are a servant. Why are you demanding time and attention from your Gurudev? You just serve. That is a disciple. Prabhupada never demanded from Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, give me time, come to my house, accept my invitation, talk to me. No. Name my sons. Prabhupada never did that. Gurudev is not our servant. We are the servant. Servant means Tat Sukh Bhavana. I want you to be happy, and that's all that matters. The schoolmasters in the modern days are paid agents for giving some information, but the spiritual master is not a paid agent. Spiritual master is Janme Janme Prabhu. He is birth after birth our master. Ashulka Dasika. We are Ashulka Dasika. We are unpaid servants. What vetan we want? Das kahe vetan wala deha prema dhan. The only vetan we ask for our services, give me prem dhan. Gurudev kripa karke. Gurudev kripa bindu diya. We just want a drop of the mercy of Guru. No other expectations. In Sri Bhagavad Gita 4.34, the process of understanding transcendental knowledge is as follows. It is a direction from Krishna. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Arjuna was advised to receive transcendental knowledge from the realized person by surrender, questions, and service. Pranipat, Prashna, Seva. That is the sequence. First Pranipat. As Brahmaji received the knowledge directly from the Lord by satisfying him fully. Dekho? Toshati. First satisfied by service fully. Similarly, one has to receive the transcendental knowledge from the spiritual master by satisfying spiritual master. The spiritual master's satisfaction is the means of assimilating transcendental knowledge. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasad. And from Krishna, mata smritir jnanam apohanam. From Krishna comes knowledge. Krishna will give when he is pleased. Krishna will be pleased when Guru is pleased. So serve Guru. Please Guru. One cannot understand transcendental knowledge simply by becoming a grammarian. The Vedas declare, Yasya deve para bhaktir, yatha deve tatha guru, tasyete kachitahi arthaha, prakashante mahatmana. Only unto one who has unflinching devotion to the Lord, para bhakti, and to the spiritual master also, para bhakti. Yatha deve, jese Vasudev bhakti. Similarly, Guru Dev bhakti. To such a person, the transcendental knowledge becomes automatically revealed. Prakashante means automatically it becomes prakashit to such a Mahatma. This is Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Such relationship between the disciple and the spiritual master is eternal. Relationships in this world with the employer and employee, husband and wife, they are temporary. But the relationship between Guru and Shishya, spiritual master and the disciple, is an eternal relationship. Chakshudan Diloji Janme Janme Prabhu se. Just like our relationship with Krishna is eternal, our relationship with Gurudev is eternal. Because Guru is Sakshadhari. One who is now the disciple is the next spiritual master. And one cannot be a bona fide and authorized spiritual master unless one has been strictly obedient to his spiritual master. This is a very important principle. If we have not been obedient to our spiritual master, then we cannot become empowered to become Guru. Not possible. First, we have to become a Sat Shishya. We have to become a good disciple first. Only a perfect disciple can become a perfect spiritual master. Brahmaji, as a disciple of the Supreme Lord Krishna, received the real knowledge and imparted it to his dear disciple Sri Narad Muni. And similarly, Sri Narad Muni, as a spiritual master, today's disciple will be tomorrow's Guru. Today's disciple will become tomorrow's spiritual master. That is a fact. That is parampara. Then Srimad Narad Muni handed over this knowledge to Sri Vyasadeva, and so on. Then the parampara continues. It is clearly mentioned here with that Sri Narad Muni is not only well behaved, meek, and obedient, but also damena, self controlled. Prabhupada says one who is not self controlled, specifically in sex life, can become neither a disciple nor a spiritual master. Hare Krishna. Therefore, practicing celibacy is compulsory, mandatory for any sincere devotee. One who is not self-controlled, specifically Prabhupada says in sex life, can become neither a disciple and therefore can not become a guru. Because to become guru, you have to be a first perfect disciple. One must have disciplinary training in controlling speaking, anger, the tongue, the mind, the belly, and the genitals. Vacho vegam, manasa krodha vegam, jivha vegam, udar upastha vegam, etan vegan, yavishayeta dhira, sarvam apimam, prithivim sashishya. This is the first verse of Upadeshamrit. Srila Rupa Goswami is giving us. Who can become Jagat Guru? Prithivim sashishya. Who can make disciples all over the world? One has to be self-controlled, specifically in sex life. Guru means no sex life. One must have disciplinary training in controlling our speech, controlling anger, controlling the tongue, the mind, the belly, and the genitals. One who has controlled the particular senses mentioned above is called a Goswami. Without becoming a Goswami, one can become neither a disciple nor the spiritual master. Unless we become a Goswami, we cannot become either a disciple or a spiritual master. The so-called spiritual master without sense control is certainly the cheater, and the disciple of such a so-called spiritual master is the cheated. Very heavy statement, I repeat. The so-called spiritual master, bogus guru, without sense control, यदि इंद्रियों पे संयम नहीं है, इंद्रियों पे नियंत्रण नहीं है, senses are not controlled, then he's certainly a cheater. He is not guru, he's a cheater. And the disciple of such a cheater spiritual master is the cheated one. One should not think of Brahmaji as a dead great-grandfather as we have experienced on this planet. Brahmaji is the great-grandfather. We see, oh, grandfather died, father died. Oh, Brahmaji is also like that. No, one should not think of Brahmaji as a dead great-grandfather as we have experienced on this world. He is the oldest great-grandfather and he is still living, and Sri Narad Muni is also living, Prabhupada says. Text 44. Tasma idam bhagavatam puranam dashalakshanam proktam bhagavata praha prita putraya bhutakrit. Thereupon, the supplementary Vedic literature Srimad Bhagavatam, which was described by the personality of Godhead and which contains Dashalakshanam, 10 characteristics, was told with satisfaction by the father Brahmaji to his son Narad Muni. Srimad Bhagavatam was taught by Brahmaji to Sri Narad Muni. All purport. Although the Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken in 4 verses by Krishna himself, it had 10 characteristics which will be explained in the first verse of the next chapter. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed this to Sri Rupa Goswami in a nutshell, but the disciple Sri Rupa Goswami expanded this very elaborately, and the same subject was further expanded by Sri Jiva Goswami and even further by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. They expanded on the teachings and instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are just trying to follow in the footsteps of all these authorities. That's why Prabhupada is writing the purports. He's expanding on the works of the previous acharyas for the benefit of the whole world. Prabhupada did not have any monetary interest, certainly not. It was to fuel the seva that his Gurudev had given. Text 45. Narada praha munaye sarasvatya state nripa dhyayate brahma paramam vyasaya mita tejase. In succession, O King Parikshit, the great sage Sri Narad Muni instructed Srimad Bhagavatam unto the unlimitedly powerful Vyasadeva, who meditated in devotional service upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth, on the bank of the river Saraswati. Shri Vyasadeva is meditating on devotional service. And Shri Narad Muni comes and instructs him on the banks of Saraswati. Purport. So, in the disciplic succession of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, the practice of yoga meditation is not neglected. In our Guru Parampara, the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Parampara Sampradaya, the practice of yoga meditation is not neglected. It's not neglected. It's not like we are against yoga. No. But because the devotees are bhakti yogis, they do not undertake the trouble to meditate upon the impersonal Brahman as indicated here. They meditate on Brahma Paramam, or the Supreme Brahman, devotees of Bhakti Yoga. That's what they do. We don't meditate on impersonal Brahman. The Param Brahma is Lord Shri Krishna, as confirmed in Shri Bhagavad Gita. In the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, when Shri Arjun realized the factual position of Lord Krishna, he addressed Lord Krishna in the following words: Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Ādi Devam Ajam Vibhum. Therefore, perfection of meditation is a realization of the personality of Godhead, along with his transcendental activities. Krishna's form, Krishna's Leela. Meditation on the impersonal Brahman is a troublesome business for the meditator, as confirmed in Sri Bhagavad Gita 12.5. Klesho adhiktaras tesham avyaktasakta chetasam. Klesh adhik. Klesh adhiktaras tesham. They will get klesh, who are avyakta asakta chetasam, who are attached to the avyakta form, the impersonal form of Krishna. Text 46. Yad utaham tvaya prishto vairajat purushadidam yathasit tad upakyaste prashnan anyamscha kritsnasah. O king, your questions as to how the universe became manifested from the gigantic form of the personality of Godhead, as well as other questions, I shall answer in detail by explanation of the 4 verses already mentioned. Now, Shri Shukdev Goswami is going to expand upon the Chatushloki Bhagavatam and answer the questions of Maharaj Parikshit. Purport. As stated in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, this great transcendental literature is the ripened fruit of the Vedic tree of knowledge. Nigama kalpatar or galitam phala. And therefore, all questions can be humanly possible regarding the universal affairs. All questions that can be humanly possible, beginning from the creation, are all answered in this Grantharaj, Srimad Bhagavatam. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 2nd canto, 9th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Answers by citing the Lord's version. Hare Krishna. So next chapter will begin, and all these 10 topics Brahmaji will be describing to Shripad Narad Muni. The 10 topics of Srimad Bhagavatam. Atra sarga visarga chitta sthanam poshanam utayam manvantara shanvadam nirodha bhuktirashraya. That verse will be explained in the final chapter, next chapter, 10th chapter. After that, we'll have exam on 3rd module. So with this, I will stop here. Dear devotees, thank you very much for accepting this humble service from me, even though I'm unqualified. And thank you for being there. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, let me ask one question to Shama Kishori Mataji. Mataji, tell one thing that you got from Srimad Bhagavatam reading today.
Hare Krishna.
Hello.
One thing that I got was you said a couple of things like movie how he was obedient.
Your voice is not clear, Mataji. It's breaking up and cracking.
Can you hear me? Maybe my internet is unstable, but what I was saying is how Narad Muni was obedient and how he was humble and meek. So that was very nice. And also what you said about practicing what you preach, that we should really be practicing before we try to guide others.
Yes, very important thing Prabhupada says. Thank you, Mataji. Sharanagat Mataji, share something that you got from the class today from Srimad
So,
Bhagavatam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji, that same as Mataji was saying, that I was thinking about it, that like Hari Toshanam, that was yesterday we were talking about, and today you said that Guru Toshanam, that is what we should be like always think about satisfying the Guru before asking the questions, and satisfy him by doing service sincerely. And then you should use that knowledge for the question should be also related to the service, and about the knowledge about the Krishna spiritual questions should be there, and that knowledge should be used in the service again.
Okay. Thank you. Very
Hare.
nice. Shama Vallabhi Mataji, something that you got from Srimad Bhagavatam and from Srila Prabhupada, the purports.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevya. We should first surrender to the Guru, then ask questions humbly, and then we should serve the spiritual master and follow his instructions sincerely and preach this message to everyone in a humble mode of servant of servants, as Prabhupada told, and serve Prabhupada's mission in the mode of servant of servants. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandas Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Is that we should ask Gurudev about giving premadana, not anything else. We are the servant of Guru, not Guru is our servant. Asking come to the festival, name the like that, and all we shouldn't do. And one more thing I learned is yoga is not neglected; it is personal. It is not impersonal. We meditate on the form of the Lord. Pastimes of
What
the Lord.
happens when we meditate on the impersonal form? What do we get?
We become impersonalist.
We get something that starts from K. If we meditate on the impersonal form of Krishna, what do we get? We get K. Klesh. Klesh Adhiktaras.
Klesh
And if we
means
meditate on Krishna's personal form, then we get another K. Krishna.
Krishna.
Yes. Thank you. Vamshodhan Prabhu. Prabhuji has learned the importance of breaks in life. He has become a break das. He has become Yam Niyam Das. Yam Niyam Das. Rishi Prabhu, what did you get from Srimad Bhagavatam and from Srila Prabhupada today?
Hare Krishna, please accept humble obeisances.
What did you get from the book Bhagavat and what did you get from the person Bhagavat, Srila Prabhupada?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So today it's more about the niyam and yam. These are not rules of restrictions, but actually they are rules of acceleration. That is, it helps us to go further in our spiritual life and to go deeper in Krishna consciousness. And what I got from the person Bhagavat, I'm trying to get the mercy of Gurudev and the mercy of Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Janani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Something that you got from the class today from Srimad Bhagavatam?
A person cannot become a spiritual master unless he is a good disciple.
Jai. Guru na satsya. Namo chayatyo samupetam mrityum. Yes, Nitirila Gaurangi Mataji, you had raised your hand.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, I had a question. So if you have time,
We can take this one question and then we can end.
okay. So we saw that Brahmaji saw Lord Vishnu and Vaikuntha as per the description here, but
yes.
But we also have that in Brahma Samhita that Lord Brahma got the knowledge from flute of Lord Krishna, and he saw Krishna as Gopal. I think you quoted some Gopal Tapani Upanishad or something. So Prabhuji, how these two things is at a different time or?
So Brahmaji, he does the work of creation every single day. Because when he wakes up every morning, there is partial annihilation taken place. So he creates and he has darshan of Lord Vishnu. He And also, it's not just one Brahma, it's many, many Brahmas. And Brahmajis also, they are, every time there is creation of a Brahmanda, there is one Brahma who takes birth. So this Srijan Leela, the Leela of creation, takes place in each Brahma Anda. Every time there is an exhalation of Mahavishnu. There is Brahmanda comes out, then there is Garbhodaksha Vishnu in that Brahmanda. Brahmaji takes birth, Shirodaksha Vishnu. So this is going on. So these Leelas, they take place differently. It could be Kalpa Bhed, it could be Brahmanda Bhed, how the Leela happened in different Brahmandas, or how the Leela happened with different Brahmas, or sometimes even in the different day of Brahma, because partial annihilation at least happens every night of Brahma. And then again, Brahma sees, oh, everything I have to recreate. Again, he prays. And every day of Brahma, Krishna incarnates. Once in a day of Brahma, Krishna incarnates. So this Leela is going on again and again. So our Shastras, they don't follow chronology. So same Leela may be described differently because it happens again and again. And it doesn't repeat exactly like that. So yes, according to Brahma Samhita, came in the flute in this particular situation. Brahmaji did tapasya and for many years, and then had Sakshat darshan of Lord Vishnu and darshan of Vaikuntha Dham, like that. So this Leela takes place differently because there are so many Brahmas and so many times it takes place again and again, this Leela. Variation.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So every day of Brahma, he does this tapasya, right? He does the austerity every day when he starts creation, every kalpa.
Yes. Brahmaji, he creates based on tapobal. And it's never that Brahmaji wakes up and things are as they were yesterday. Like how every day we have to drive to office. Every day we have to log into the office. Every day we have to take a bath. Every day we have to wash our clothes. Oh, I had washed this clothes yesterday, now they're dirty. Again, I have to wash. Every day we have to brush. Oh, I had brushed yesterday. Now again you have to brush. So how everything becomes dirty in one night. Similarly for Brahmaji, he has done everything, he goes to sleep, wakes up, have to start from scratch again. So like that happens. So Brahmaji always does tapasya. Tapasya is devotional service, as we saw. He does bhakti, and then he gets empowered. And every day he has darshan of Krishna. Every day Ramji comes. Every day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes. So Leela is going on like that every day.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Shama Vallavi Mataji, very quickly, then I have to go.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. In that shloka, Esya Devi Para Bhakta, what is the meaning of the third line, Prabhuji? Tasyete Khatita Hi Artha means what?
The true meaning, the true artha of all the Shastras, prakashante. It manifests in the heart of one who has equal bhakti for Guru and Krishna. And that bhakti should be a lot. Pure bhakti, para bhakti. One who has transcendental devotion for both Vasudev and Gurudev. Yasya deve Vasudeve para bhakti. Yatha deve tatha guru. As much bhakti that is there in Vasudeva, that much bhakti in Gurudev also. Tasyethe, to those great Mahatmas, Kathita hi artha, the true meaning of the scriptures, the true knowledge of the scriptures, prakashante, Mahatmana. To those great souls, it is manifested. Is that okay, Mataji?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you, dear devotees. Krishna willing, we'll see you next week. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Again, reminder, all the questions papers have been corrected. So if you have not received, let me know. And start working on your verse memorization videos. Start working on your open book exams. Finish them off so that we can have the closed book exam and enter into third canto. Sorry, second canto was very technical. There was no much Leela going on. But most of the third, fourth, fifth, sixth cantos. Fifth canto, of course, is again technical. Some parts. But mostly it is going to be beautiful, beautiful prayers, beautiful, beautiful Leelas. So hopefully it will go fast now. ठीक है?
Mhm.
हरे
Thank
कृष्णा.
you.
श्रील
Hare
प्रभुपाद की जय. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. निताय गौर हरि बोल.
Hare